Hello everyone, and welcome back to another weekend episode of Cooking with Mary Sue. Before we begin, please hit that like and subscribe down at the bottom and share. Today we're going to have a very unusual little recipe. Oh, before I go any further, I also have links below to my other channel, which is my reselling channel for eBay called SUZYQKNICKNACKS. And my husband has a link to his channel called Brother CLAUDE Reflects. And there's a link to my eBay store down there where I sell the items that I showcase on my reselling channel. Now, back to the recipe. First off, if you don't like bologna, if you're not a fan of bologna, then quit watching. You're not going to like this. This is a new, different way. Well, it might be new to you, but not new to me. It's a new way to make bologna. If you're tired, if you love bologna, but you're tired of having just bologna sandwiches or fried bologna or any way you can think of, how many of you have ever thought of bologna salad? That's right. You make it just like tuna. Now, I first began making this when my son was very small. He was in grade school. He's almost, well, he'll be 40 next year. And back then, like most young people, we were on a tight budget. So I bought a lot of things that were kind of cheaper to eat around the house, like bologna and pasta, rice, things like that. But we also love bologna. Now, I fried it a lot. We ate it different ways on sandwiches. The one day I came across this idea when I was making tuna for a meal. I thought, well, why don't I do bologna like this? Make it into a salad. All you have to do is chop it up, add mayonnaise, eggs, and pickle. And you got a salad spread. You just spread it on your bread and eat it like you would tuna. And he absolutely loved it. I used to make it quite often. And I kind of forgot about it as he got older. I haven't made this in about probably 15 or 20 years since I've made it. And last time he was visiting, about a month ago, he asked me, he said, why don't you make me some bologna salad for Christmas? And I was kind of surprised. I had forgotten all about it. But he wanted me to make him some for Christmas, which is what I'm doing. It's a little bit after Christmas, but I'm not going to see him till next week anyway. First thing you start off with is a chub, what they call a block of bologna. It's a chub or a block. And I found this. I kind of forgot about doing this recipe since when he asked me a month ago. So I was walking through the store and I saw the block. I said, uh-oh, I got to make that for Christmas. This is a 2-pound block of John Morrell bologna. Now, you can use any kind of bologna. It doesn't matter what brand, as long as you get a big block of it like this. You make a lot of it or you make a little of it. This is half the block right here. I've already chopped up the other half. Now, how did I get that fine? You see, it's really, really fine. Just like tuna, or not quite like potted meat, but it is really fine and creamy and small, just a little bite size. To do so, you have to put it through a food processor. Now, I am going to use just a mini processor. It would be quicker and easier if you used a big one. So why am I not using a big one? Because I don't have a big one. And that's kind of odd. My husband sometimes calls me the queen of kitchen gadgets. I have all kinds of kitchen gadgets, but I don't have a big food processor. Mainly because I don't have a need for one. When I cook a meal, it's just for the two of us, me and him, and whenever I do use a processor once in a while, a small one just does fine for me. So I'm never really bothered about getting a big one. So all I have to do is cut this in smaller little pieces to fit into my mini one. You still need to cut it into smaller pieces to do this. But if you have the big processor, you can put more in there, and it wouldn't take quite as long as it does this. I have to just put it in there a little at a time until I get it all done. See, you take off the red rind that's around the block, just peel that off. Throw it to the side, you don't need it. I'm going to slice this into big dices. Now, I'm not going to put all this, go through the process of doing all this for you on the camera because it's too noisy. But I will do a little bit for you. That's why I did some of it a little while ago, because this thing it's too loud to have on the video. Now I'm just cutting this up in just little blocks, little dices. I'm going to put all these little dices in here. Cut that one a little bit smaller so it fits in there. Told you it's noisy. Now if I had the big processor, I could probably put all this half a pound or 1 pound in there at one time and be done. piece of my next batch. Now, I had no problem a while ago with you. I think it wants to get stuck because my hands are sticky from making this. Well, all the time. There it goes. I almost thought it was going to get stuck on me and not move. Let's see. I got a big, and some more of this. Okay. There. That's enough to start with for now. I can do this later when it's quiet. I'm just going to work on what I have. I got a good half a bowl. That was a 2-pound block. I diced up half of it before I started the video. So that's a little over 1 pound right there. I can finish the rest later when I'm through with the video. I'm going to add mayonnaise. Doesn't matter what kind. This is Hellmann's, but doesn't matter what brand you use. Most of the time I like to use light mayonnaise just because it's a little bit less calories. Okay. Where's my spoon? Here's my spoon. I add quite a lot of mayonnaise. I can come back and add a little more if I need it. I might start off with a fork. Yeah, I'm just going to stir this up with a fork at the moment. Just to get it all through there. Just like you would tuna. After you make a lot of this, you could freeze a little bit for later. Like I said, you don't have to make this much. It just depends how much you want to make. Just for yourself or for 2 or 3 people or for the whole family. Yep, it's going to take a little bit more mayonnaise. Move this out of the way. But it's a little bit more than just mayonnaise. Now, like I said, we're going to add eggs and pickle to it. One thing I changed about the recipe over the years is years ago I would go through the trouble and time and effort of having to chop up pickles. But if you see my other videos, I don't do that anymore. If I have to add pickle to a recipe, I take the shortcut way and use dill relish. Or you can do sweet relish if you want sweet relish, but I like dill relish. Okay. Now I do have to add the eggs. I'm going to add to this bunch, I may add about 4 to 6. When I do it all, I'm going to add probably 8 eggs. I don't have the rest of it chopped up yet. No, oh yeah. Here's my little slicer. I like to use my little egg slicer to start off with. I'll add a few more in a few seconds. I can slice these right up here on top and then stir them in. I'll keep adding more until I get just the right amount that I want to have in there. You might like a lot of egg, you might like just a little bit. Usually when I make tuna, I'll add 2 eggs for every can of tuna I mix. So if I make 2 cans of tuna, I'm going to add 4 eggs. Yeah, that does need a little bit more. I would probably put, like I said, when I get through this, I'll probably put at least 6 eggs in this. Do another one at the moment. I like these egg slicers. Gives you a good head start on it, chopping your eggs. And if you want to put an egg on a sandwich, it makes it just right for slicing. Hard-boiled egg to put on sandwiches. Now I'm going to stir this up some more. Might come back and add a little more mayonnaise before I'm through, but for now the pickle part, the relish. I think I can finish this jar, but I'm not out. I got about 2 or 3 more jars. I keep these on hand a lot. Comes in handy for potato salad, tuna, this stuff here I'm making. Anything you want to add pickle to, and you want to save time from having to dice up pickles, just add pickle relish. I don't use the sweet relish because my husband's diabetic, so I just get the regular, just the plain dill relish. And about the only place I can find this is usually Walmart. I've never seen it anywhere else. That's a Walmart brand of dill relish. Okay. I think you might not need any salt in this because bologna is already kind of salty tasting. I'll have to see if my husband likes this. I'm sure he will because he likes bologna. But I've never really made this for him before. So I'll find out if he likes it. Like I said, he does like bologna, so he probably will like this. Have a little bite here, see if I need anything else. I did forget one thing. This, I will add a little mustard to this. I don't add mustard to tuna, but I will add some little mustard to this. Voila, mustard. There. Not too much at first, because mustard can be pretty strong and tart. If I need more, I can add more. If I add too much to begin with, I can't take it back. But I can always add more. I noticed that 1 pound bologna, this is a little over 1 pound bologna, made the whole bowl full. So it's a good way to stretch your dollar. You can make this and make sandwiches on it all week long for lunch. Well, a little more mustard, just another dab. There. Now, if I don't really measure, I just kind of put a little bit in, taste it, put it in again. I got it just right now. That's it. That's the taste I used to make years ago. Just right. And my son is going to love this. I'm going to see him in a couple of days. I'll give him a big bowl of this. He will be delighted. I kind of hear my husband walking around there somewhere. Where is he walking? See where he's going. I hear him close by. Ah, well, you're not ready to try this yet, are you? No, not yet. You try it later. Okay, you'll try it later. But that's it. A whole bowl of bologna salad. Like I said, if you like bologna, you're going to love this. If you don't like bologna, don't worry about it. That's it for this weekend. I'll see y'all next weekend. Bye for now. God bless.